Welcome back to another episode of 21st Century Opinion. My name is Emmy.
And I'm John, aka Johnny Boy the Great. I'm silly, I know.
For today's video, we wanted to talk about what we think is the most important part in order to build a successful relationship. I personally think communication is the most important part for a successful relationship.
And I think trust is the most important factor of a relationship. Again, thank you guys for watching the last video. This video is really a continuation from the last video. And the last one we touch up on things that's important in the relationship, and we feel it's necessary to go more in depth this time. And stay till the end of the video because I will be sharing my great ideas with you guys and advices.
What great advice, eating booty?
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure it works, bro. Don't forget, eat it like groceries.
Anyways, guys, so I think communication is the most important part in order to build a successful relationship because a lot of things could be misinterpreted. Even when it comes to trusting someone in a relationship, it can be misinterpreted if you're not communicating well enough what you're doing or what is going on in your life.
And I think trust is the most important part of a relationship because a relationship that doesn't have trust, that doesn't have trust in it, is usually an unstable relationship, and basically, and people will feel insecure in that relationship. So you do need trust.
I think trust can be built based on communication. And I think even if you trust someone in a relationship, you might trust them enough to trust what they're doing at all times, but if you're not communicating well, there will still be tensions between you and your significant other and your daily lives.
Yes, I do agree with you. Communication is part of trust, right? You need communication to build trust over time. But at the beginning, you need an initial trust, right? Your relationship cannot be built on little white lies and um, like little white lines and lying to your partner all the time and grumpiness, and then thinking that, oh, communication is gonna fix. No, if I don't trust you, I can't communicate with you, right? Basically, I can have a full grown communication with you, and then I don't trust you, right? So anything you say to me is going down the drain. Yes, communication is important in a relationship, but trust is the number one priority because you need to build your relationship on trust. And then from trust, you're going down, you're going down, you're going down. I think like communication is probably like number four things in a relationship.
I think in order for you to even start a relationship, you need to be able to communicate you need to be able to communicate your feelings to the person you're trying to start the relationship with effectively. You need to communicate things that you like and don't like. For example, communicating that, hey, I don't like being lied to. Or in other aspects, the person could be telling you the truth and you just assuming that, oh, this person is telling me lies because their story didn't add up. But because you're so bad at communicating, you never take the time to be like, hey, what you said didn't make sense. Could you clarify that for me? You're just assuming that they're lying to you because you have poor communication skills.
And now, I believe. Wait, you're talking about communication built over like you need to talk to the person. For example, how many guys are talking to you, and how many girls are talking to you, right? You don't trust every single one of them, which is the reason why you don't go out with every single person that's talking to you. You need to build that trust. You have to have the trust in the person, right? For example, I see you, I feel like I can trust you, I give you a chance. Now you're talking about you need the initial communication, but you're talking about initial communication. You're talking about like, of course, you need to put up to somebody to start talking to the person. But we're talking about people that's already in the relationship. How can they keep that relationship? How can they make the relationship stronger?
By
Not,
effectively communicating what it is that
but
you want out of the relationship.
but I need to trust you though. Like let's say we started off. You always lie to me. You've never been honest when you say you're somewhere, you're not somewhere, or little things. I ask you the simplest question, you lie to me. How am I supposed to communicate with you when in the back of my head I know that you're lying to me? Like, I can love you and not trust you. I can communicate with you and not trust you. And then if trust is not part of either one of those things, then the relationship is not gonna succeed. Like the person have to, you have to be honest and respectful.
What if you're just assuming that the person is lying because you're not taking the time to listen to what they're saying?
How am I assuming? You don't lose trust based on assumption. You lose trust based on the person actually lying to you and you have proof for it. Let's say I don't trust you, right? I don't just pop up out of nowhere and be like, yo, I can't trust her. I can't trust you because you gave me a reason not to trust you. Like when you first meet somebody, you don't just be like, yo, I don't trust you. The person has to give you a reason for you not to trust them.
And if you communicate with them that, hey, I don't trust you for that reason, let's say you end
Okay, I tell you I don't trust you for that reason, then you just gonna brush over it or lie to me for giving me a reason why I should trust you.
That's
Like,
you making an assumption that I'm going to lie to you, though.
but you was lying from the beginning.
That doesn't mean I'm going to lie to you again. If you take the time to listen to what I have to say, maybe I am willing to change. If you don't trust someone that you're in a relationship with, maybe the person had a reason to lie to you, unless they're like a pathological liar and they just lie for fun. If you take the time to communicate and listen, be like, hey, why did you lie about this? Like, I really want to know. I was really down for this, but you lied to me about it. Maybe they have a reason as to why they lied to you, and if you took the time to listen, instead of assuming they're going to tell another lie to cover up their previous lie, then it would make it all okay.
Okay, the whole thing we're talking about is that once you lose that trust, you lose that trust. For example, we talk, right? Let's say I didn't trust you, or you didn't trust me. Would you be able to stay in a relationship with somebody you don't trust?
I would communicate with you and tell you that I don't trust you.
Okay, you communicate with me and tell me that you don't trust me. Doesn't solve the trust issue, though.
Yes, it does. I would give you a chance moving forward. And trust is about being open-minded. Just because you don't trust, like, I feel like people are like, okay, I don't trust you, and they never give the person a chance to even build that trust back. It's like, okay, you break my trust, so I'm moving forward. It's like, okay, I broke your trust, but let me tell you why I did it. Whether it's like the person cheated on you, okay, why did you do it? Like, those are people that like stays in a relationship. If you can take the time to be like, okay, you lied to me about where you was last night. Why did you do it? And the reason why the relationship would fail would no longer be because you didn't trust that person. It would be bigger factors like this person is unhappy in the relationship, so they were out cheating instead of letting you know that they're unhappy from the start and lied about where they had to be. Or the person didn't really want to be with you, so they started a relationship with you. I don't know. Let's say you have money and someone decided to be in a relationship with you because of your money, and they're cheating on you. Now you're talking to them like, hey, why are you cheating on me? And it's like, oh, because I'm only dating you for your money. That could have been communicated from the start, like, hey, I'm only dating you because of your money. I don't really want a serious relationship with you. Then you wouldn't have to have broken trust.
I mean, if the person doesn't trust you, that relationship is not gonna work, and you know it too. Communication help build more trust, but it doesn't like give you the initial trust. Once the person loses trust, it's done. Don't let love blinding you over your self-worth, okay, or your respect, okay. You need to be trusted in the relationship. You need to be trusted in the relationship, and the person also need to trust you. Like,
I think effective communication doesn't create that barrier where there is broken trust in a relationship.
uh,
If you can effectively communicate with, like, okay, I need to, like, if I think if I go out with my friends, you're gonna get mad, then I lie about where I'm going so you don't get mad. Where it's like, okay, I can communicate with this person, they'll take the time to listen to me, and I won't have to lie to them, then there won't be broken trust.
then why you gotta lie to begin with? When you lie, you don't yo. Do not start your relationship in lies, bro. If you start your relationship in lies, the whole thing will be stressful, insecurities, and all the negative things you have to deal with. Like, for example, if you trust somebody, even if you don't talk to them, like how many time you had a friend, right, back in high school or something, right, and then you guys don't talk for years, and then you guys see each other one time, you trust that person, and it's like you guys was never left alone. That's trust. You trust that person. You trust that person with your life. Communication is an after fact. Once you trust somebody. Yeah, with communication, your trust will become more and more over time. But in the beginning, you need that trust. And if you have that trust, communication is an aftermath. Like I tell you, you need trust, you need respect, and and then you gotta be honest. And for my silly advice to y'all, check this out. A man rather be with a hoe, or a better term for it, a woman that enjoys sexual activity, than to be with a disrespectful woman and a lying brat. Trust me.
I think if you can effectively communicate what it is that you want from the start of a relationship, you can effectively communicate what it is that you're looking for and where it is that you want the relationship to go. It avoids the need to have to lie. It avoids the need to have broken trust in the relationship. I think communication is the key to. Communication is literally the foundation of a solid relationship. And if you disagree with me, leave it in the comment and tell me why you disagree, because you
let
know
us
I'm
know.
right.
Let us know, people. You know what do you rather your relationship build on? Talking to somebody every day, or you actually trust that person? You actually trust that person with your life. You actually trust that the person will come through for you one day. Not
But
just
how
not
do you
just
trust them
communicate.
if they've never communicated with you what type of person they are? You don't just
I'm not saying trust over. I'm not saying you don't need communication in a relationship at all. You do need communication. You do need some sort of communication in a relationship. But in this video, we're talking about straight the most important, something that the relationship cannot do without.
communication.
No.
All relationship,
Trust.
all relationship will
Trust,
you
bro.
can trust the person with
need
your
that
life.
trust.
You can trust a person. You ever know people like that are like toxic? They're dirty. Everything's wrong with them. But then they think they'll make like a great boyfriend or girlfriend just because they would never cheat in a relationship. Have you ever met people like that in your life? Yeah. Communication is the most important part. It doesn't matter how
I can
trustworthy.
talk to you. I can talk to you and be freaking abusive and not trust you. How does that help? How does that
Communication
help?
is the most important. Abusive people are abusive because they can't verbalize their feelings, so they think, okay,
No, because they don't
if I
trust.
punch
No,
you-
it's because they don't
No,
trust you and they have a lot of
communication.
insecurities.
Communication
Yo,
is the
guys,
most
let us
important.
know. Let us know.
Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below letting us know what you thought of this video.
Subscribe button is right there. Right there.